What's up, Pokeaim Plus? Today we're going to be rising up in the 3v3 with a team from my boy Joe, aka SplashPlate, the person who edits this videos and a good friend of mine. We have so many starters on our team. 4 starters, our tried and true lead Mamoswine, and of course our back end, the anchor, Mimikyu. So basically the idea is you lead Mamoswine, you bring one of your starters, or you lead Mimikyu. You bring one of your starters, and then you have Mimikyu in the back. I meant Meowscarada, not Mimikyu lead. But anyway, here's the EVs just in case the team code does not work. Let's jump right into some games. We're gonna start off a little bit low and hopefully we get higher as we go. And as always, if you do enjoy, that's a Mr. Rhyme. If you do enjoy here on Pokeaim Plus, feel free to let us know. Feel free to leave a like and feel free to sub to the channel. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers, which is crazy. All right, so Mamoswine lead is amazing here. I actually really like Greninja, especially with Protein. That's a Mr. Rhyme. Like, Blaziken's good too, but it can't touch Ceruledge, which is why I'm leading towards these 3, right? This gives me a good matchup into most. This can have super effective damage on most Pokemon on the team. And this is a Mimikyu, the greatest battle spot 3v3 Pokemon that ever existed. This is my first game in Pokeball, but I know that I think it's matchmaking based, so like, basically I'm also fighting other people who are trying to, never mind, that is super rookie. I swear if this is a bot game in 3v3, how do you even have time for a bot game in 3v3? There's 3 Pokemon, no bots. This is interesting here because obviously there's Intimidate, but of course I don't care. Now this is something we actually do have to weaken. Oh, we're gonna be able to show off some really fun stuff here. Basically, oh, I'm faster. Okay. I'll say basically Greninja gets Protean twice, right? Protean prior to Mega Evolve and Protean the first time. That's just regular CC. Oh. So I can KO them and then I can get Protean on the next guy coming in, which I think is really cool. They do get the white herb. They most likely have Aqua Jet here. I'm just going to go for some... I'm going to go for Earthquake anyway, because I KO them with Sludge Wave regardless. And if they did switch or they don't have Aqua Jet, why would I give them my Mamoswine for free, right? So even if they do, I can go Greninja now. And I'm going to be able to take advantage of the way Protean works. Because here's Gren, right? So I go for Sludge Wave, I become Poison type. Now, the main reason I become a Poison type is because it actually resists a lot of their attacks. And also, it's just not weak. It will also KO. So we got our Protean here. And then we're going to Mega Evolve and be able to get our second Protean. And I think that's a really cool way they changed it. Obviously, if Mega Greninja had access to Super Protean, old school Protean, where every single time it changed typings, it'd be broken. And I would like it that way, but, you know, they changed it, so whatever. Alright, so Venusaur comes out. This could be Mega, but Ice Beam's still 2 shots, even if it is Mega. So, like, even with Thick Fat, Ice Beam's still 2 shots. And we always have our GOAT Mimikyu in the back to help us deal with them. Greninja looks so cool, man. Alright, they don't end up Mega Evolving, so we're going to be able to hit them with our second Protean move now. And this should KO Venusaur unless it's Focus Sash. Stab Ice Beam from this. Very bulky Venusaur. Is it Sleep Powder? It just goes for Earthquake, which would have been super effective, obviously. Looking at their team, their ice resists are weak to dark, so I'm just going to follow it up with a dark move, which even though it's not stab, it will be able to KO, just in case they want to save Venusaur. Mr. Rhyme, for instance, and Ceruledge both take this. Lovely. So Greninja putting in some work, picking up 2 KOs in game 1. And again, if you guys do enjoy this content, feel free to let me know. Feel free to leave a like, feel free to sub, and also... Oh, it's Mega Camera up in the back. Well, looks like we get a clean little... I'm an Ice type, so they can kill me with a Fire move, but that's assuming they end up living this non-stab Surf on a 4 times effective Mon. Maybe they stay regular, so that way they keep their solid Rock. Though it does get bulk upon Mega Evolution. Either way, this would be a pretty good Greninja showcase. This is also exclusive content for Pokeaim Plus, because I haven't streamed this. I don't have time to stream right this minute, so I want to get some videos up on Plus. Look at Gren putting in some work game 1. All 3 kills for Mega Greninja. Hell yeah. We're Pokeball tier, but it's not like they played bad. They just got Greninja. If that was a bot, I'm not going to lie. That's the best bot. Like, I don't think it was. But like, that's the best bot like I've seen because the other guys be going for scary face. I don't know what the singles bots are like. I don't know. That felt like a real person. Also, if y'all didn't know, we do have my Pokeaim bundle available with my brand new Pokeaim card in the Illustrious game. Link is down below. We sold over 70% of the bundles. If you want to pick one up, support me, and also get into the game, now is the time. Okay, Rain. How do I deal with Rain? This is why he wants to make it Thunder Punch. I mean, this is my Archaludon answer, right? I can go you. because this deals a rain mode offensively. You can switch into that mon, and then because I'm assuming it's first 3, that's what I'd bring. Mamoswine for Marina. That helps me deal with Arch. We need something that can deal with. I think that if Arch goes down, this is good late game. I'm gonna try this. I'm not really feeling this as much, but because Primarina is only threatened by Electro Shot, right? And I can immediately, like, if they lead off with Pelipper, I immediately weaken it with Primarina, or I weaken something with Primarina. Me, when they lead Charizard, all right, it's Pelipper, perfect. Evie, you're so cute, baby. It's my dog. I have 2 dogs. Good girl, you going? She heard me get hype about Greninja, and she came over to check on what's up. We're just gonna go for Moonblast here. Hits everything on their team. They go for Hurricane. This is amazing for me. Doesn't get me into Citrus Berry. I kind of hope I break through here. Please. Nice. Thank you, Primarina. This is going to do a lot to Pelipper. We want to get rid of our weakened Pelipper as well. And then right here, we want to actually follow it up with a Sparkling Aria. AOKO Pelipper. They actually U-turn me into Citrus Berry. Yep, right into Citrus. That looks right into Citrus. So I get to go for a water boosted attack. And more importantly, we have Pelipper in range of our Scarf Flower Trick. Arch comes out, yep. We have Pelipper in range of... I really hope to hit this too. Actually, I wouldn't mind missing this part. Oh, nice, nice, nice. This is water boosted, rain boosted. This may very well be a game where we win it with Scarf Meowscarada. No item on that is awesome. I assume they Electro Shot here because they most likely have Swampert last. Meowscarada will outspeed that. Pelipper dies to Flower Trick. Swampert dies to Flower Trick. We just need to get damage and not lose to the Archaludon. So here's the Electro Shot, which is why we put Mamoswine purposely in the back. Depending on what they do. Now they do have a defense raise, which is what it is. I am a very strong Pokemon though. Yep, they go for Flash Cannon, they're faster, which is good. That means they're not running any defense. So I think at -1 we still KO them, which is good. Or +1, excuse me. I mean +1, -1. The modifiers are very similar, at least in terms of damage output. So yeah, we KO Arch. We are almost 100% sure that the only mon they have left is Swampert. And if I'm not mistaken, Scarf Meowscarada should be able to click Flower Trick and win this game. I think we brought the perfect 3, and I think the turns could not have went better. I'm going to go for Earthquake just in case this is substitute. We're not going to switch. There's no point in... The only way to throw right here is to switch. If it's regularly substitute, and then they... Earthquake kill Primarina. Even though I'm max defense, I feel like I live. And then I also click like Sparkling Aria, so it goes through sub, and it doesn't actually break their sub. There's a lot. But like substitute is the only way they can win, I think. Or it has like a random agility. Endeavor would also be fine here too because it would break sub 2 and it would bring them down to 1. But I think we've already set it up for Meowscarada to win the game. This isn't going to be too long of a video, by the way. Just want to get some content out there. And if you guys do enjoy the singles and the doubles content, you let me know. I know some people prefer certain ones, so... Oh yeah, Primarina is totally out of range. And now we should be able to win. It looks like that was an offensive Pelipper. But Scarf Flower Trick should be able to win. They have to switch into Pelipper to get a Brain. But unfortunately for them, I am Choice Scarf Meowscarada. I am one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. And I'll tell you something. I am faster than you, Pert. Way faster. Don't. I don't know the level 50 speed tiers of Meowscarada. I know level 100. I know at level 100 I'm faster. I assume at level 50 I'm faster, but there are some speed tiers that actually get messed up at level 50 versus level 100. For instance, an Adamant +2 Dragonite at level 100 will never outspeed a Choice Scarf Terrakion, but at level 50, a Choice Scarf Terrakion is outsped by +2 Dragonite Adamant. It's really interesting. Like just the differences. There's obviously also damage calculations and how damage works. That was just something I had to know for draft back in the day. But it was also how I always explained it. But yeah, again, the plan was weaken Pelipper so we could put it in range of Flower Trick, get rid of our Archaludon, which is why we had Mamoswine second, and then clean up with Meowscarada. So this went basically perfectly. The only thing that might have thrown me off is if I hit myself in confusion and didn't get the initial hit. But because we got that initial hit, we put ourselves in a really, really good spot. And more importantly, we're getting VP, which we need so I can continue to stream and make videos. Barbarical, he just too handsome. Rain plus Barb plus... Okay, I see a whole bunch of stuff I don't like. Dude, if I had Thunder Punch on Blaziken here, it'd be Jove. I think we definitely go Mamoswine lead. Barbarical kind of sets up very easily. I like Primarina too because it's Fizz Def, so it can help me deal with Staraptor maybe. Maybe. This might be an L. What's my attacks on this? U-turn. Like, normally when I see a bunch of scary stuff, I want to do this, but this is very weak to, like, the bottom two. So I actually want to bring these guys, Blaziken, I think, in the back. Primarina helps me deal with Blaziken and Staraptor and Pelipper. Blaziken helps me deal with Barbaracle and King Gambit. I also have strong U-turn and Meowscarada. Mamoswine is just a good lead. Maybe Thunder Punch is something you can make a change. It's something that he was talking about as well, just to give you the option into KOing Pelipper turn 1 with a Mega Blaziken, but also giving you a solid hit into Primarina if it wants to switch in. Like, I think Close Combat into Thunder Punch kills, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully they just lead off with something that immediately dies. Because my Mega Blaziken having U-turn is a little rough. If they go Meowscarada, we always go for Ice Shard. Because if they U-turn to break my Sash or something, we want to get as much damage as possible if they can't come in on Primarina. And I'll lead a Meowscarada, yep. Always go for Ice Shard here. Alright, Ice Shard is free. Okay, so they do U-turn. So we get a lot. So this is where they're probably going to bring out Staraptor. So again, we're good into Meowscarada because we have Blaziken. Depending on what it is. Is it Staraptor or is it Blaziken of your own? It is Staraptor, okay. I have Oblivious, so I don't care. It just comes down to, again, what their last is. Imagine I actually crash turn 1. This will still do a lot. That did not do as much as I wanted. Alright, they CC here and get the defense raise. I can bring out Primarina now, and I can go for Moonblast. And if they end up roosting, I can Encore. We can also raise their special attack with Moonblast, which is funny. If they go for Brave Bird, I'm okay. And Meowscarada cannot come in for free either. So Moonblast here. If they CC again, I can always Encore, and then I can spam Moonblast and then pray for crit, basically. We do want them to Brave Bird here, though. Barbaracle, he's just too handsome. They most likely didn't bring Barb, so is it King Gambit last? It's probably King Gambit last. They Roost, which is fine. I'm going to do a good chunk still. It's still Primarina. Ooh, that did some big damage. I'm going to Encore them, because if they want to Roost, I can spam this. Which is okay, because this gives me... because I have a slow Encore, I should actually always beat Staraptor now. Yeah, I should always be able to beat Staraptor now. I'm pretty sure it's Gambit in the back. Okay, Moonblast here. They CC. But yeah, we get off too many CC. So even though they're going to be able to live this one, they're not going to be able to live enough. We'll be able to beat them before we lose. Yup. How many turns of Encore left? That's what I thought. I think my best bet is actually to flip turn here, believe it or not. As Blaziken ends up coming out, which is wild, but we know it's not Mega... We win the game. Because my Blaziken is guaranteed going to be faster than their Blaziken. Because I'm Mega Blaziken, so I get a nice speed boost. And I can immediately Mega Evolve and go right for that CC. Am I Adamant or Jolly? I don't think it matters. I am Jolly. Well, maybe it does matter for base... No, I have 160 base attack. We should always win the game here because we get 2 speed boosts to win. They don't get the speed boost initially as it comes in, so we're good. Yeah, we always... if speed boost worked where you got the speed boost at the end of the turn, it'd be nasty. But it doesn't that way, so... I'm very surprised this ended up coming in. But this should win the game there. Basically, my thought process was if I flip turn out, I beat Gambit in the back. Ooh, Blaziken ends up surviving. But they go for Bulk Up, though, which is definitely not the play. You're never going to be faster than me. And I'm always going to be faster than both Meowscarada and Staraptor. Bulk Up is crazy, my friend. At this point, we just CC and Mega Blaziken does it. And now we're always faster than Meowscarada. We always beat Staraptor and we just blitz. I could also U-turn for fun on Meowscarada. Yo, Mega Blaziken looks so good in Pokemon Champions. Like, it looks so good in Pokemon Champions. Are you quick attack? Randomly, which actually makes no sense because you can't boost your attack in this. Get out of there. All right, big Blaziken. Look at him go. Look at him go. I love that we had basically starters cleaning up every game, right? We had Greninja game 1. We actually cleaned up the entire game. We had Meowscarada game 2. And now we have Blaziken game 3. The fire, water, grass starters. Putting in some crazy work. Putting in some crazy work. All right, Pokeball 1. Oh, we go right to Great Ball because of the point and the win streak. Nice. And we got some extra VP because we actually, the Staraptor roosted a couple times. Nice. All right. Let's get another one. Okay. They're definitely bringing Basculegion. Raichu's very good here. This is Triple Axle, which leads us to believe that I have to bring Blaziken here because I will lose to Corviknight, I feel. This beats all their Pokemon besides Garchomp and Basculegion. So I have to be good into Basculegion too. I think it's you and you. Maybe Primarina, because that's a good Umbreon switch in. I am not bringing a ground type into a Raichu, but I'm hoping that's okay. I'm hoping that's okay. They're on a 3-game win streak too, so they're probably going to crush me. They brought Corviknight lead, which is unfortunate. I'm forced to go U. If they're going to U-turn turn 1, and there's no reason not to, and they're going to bring out Raichu. I definitely lost this game. 100%. If they brought Raichu, I lost this game. For sure. What the hell? Did a good chunk, too. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm very, very, very scared. Hurricane is crazy. This is scaring me. I'm scared. I'm just getting my damage, man. I am extremely scared about you. I'm going to flip turn here just in case they U-turn or hard switch because I'm still terrified. They want to go for Hurricane, that's fine too. If they roost, then I can bring out Blaziken, I guess. But mainly I just want to make sure. I'm terrified. They're not having a Rocky Helmet in the game is so nice here. Nice. Okay. So I get a flip turn off on you. I can go for a nice and safe knockoff with my Meow. So they didn't bring Raichu, it looks like. If they did, I'm pretty sure I win the game with Flare Blitz spam. Unless it's Tailwind. The knockoff is safe. If they're Scarf and they try and flip turn, we're good. Corviknight's at 55, and it's also like Hurricane. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But I'm hoping that means it's in range. It's like, well, it's not Spadef, obviously. I did 40-something. I'm not weak. First off, it's Hurricane, so it's a weaker stat. But secondly, this could kill. In fact, I'm pretty sure it does. Nice. All right, so we deal with Corviknight, which was the only thing they really had from Meowscarada outside of Umbreon. So Corviknight going down is amazing. If we know the last mon's Raichu, it's Umbreon. Okay. So this is really good too. Because we bring out Primarina here. And then we always have Blaziken with CC and a U-turn. The endgame might be a little bit interesting, though. It's a luring voice. Is this a bot game? I think no matter what, I click Moonblast here. Because if they go Basculegion, I need chip on it so Blaziken can knock it out with Flare Blitz. Alright. I might be fighting the XD Gale Darkness Umbreon. I'm not going to lie. I might be fighting the XD. If this is a bot game, whatever, man. I'll take my free Great Ball 1. But it doesn't make sense because I haven't lost the game. Also, Leftovers was on the other guy, right? So this can only be, yeah, Citrus. Ugh, annoying. But Citrus being gone means I could probably Flower Trick and win the game. Yeah, they do end up switching out, which is fine. At this point, I think we Flower Trick and win. I'm actually worried about a random agility, so I'm gonna go for Encore here if this doesn't look like a 2 shots. That is close. So I'm gonna Encore here. Yeah, Last Respects is fine. That's gonna happen. That did 0. We Encore lock them into Last Respects. They might not be able to KO me. They might be Swift Swim over Adaptability. I don't know. Then again, it's only 100 base power and I'm max Fizz Def, so maybe I just am that bulky. No, let me flip turn just in case. I like bringing up Meow. All right, so we should be able to go for Flower Trick here, deal with that, and ideally that just, I mean, based on the Umbreon set, we should be able to deal with that too. And then I can just go Blaziken as well and just Mega Evolve in U-turn. But I feel like it's over from this point. It was a really weird Great Ball 1. And maybe they're probably Combine Umbreon, right? Like, it has to be. Combine Moonlight? Combine Wish, maybe? I guess, are they nasty? There may be Fizz Def Combine, so maybe they take this. What are they at? 70, 77? You don't want to show me their HP before? It's okay, game. I don't need to see that. 70% to 30. Well, okay, we win the game. Because that's literally crit range, right? I love, like, Boo's or Surging Strike and Flower Trick. You're like, okay, I just got to crit here. But wait, no, I already know the initial damage. So Meowscarada is going to be able to clean up this, and then Meowscarada is going to be able to clean... I think I brought the right 3. I think my opponent had some wild sets on 2 Pokemon. Maybe those are standard in some place on BSS. I don't play enough BSS, so maybe. Bastion Legion comes out. Basically, at this point, they hope I'm not Scarf and that they're super powered up. Because I'm Grass type, obviously. If I wasn't Grass type, I'd switch out to Blaziken here. But, yeah, we know we're Scarf. And we're going to be able to get that dub. Okay, little win streak. The starters put in some work today. Joe, thank you so much for the team. As always, if y'all did enjoy, make sure you let me know. Feel free to leave a like, sub to my main channel if you want to get more content as well. And these were exclusive recordings for this. We'll probably do a little bit more, too, throughout. Let me know if you want to see more of my singles run, and as well as my doubles. And, yep. I will see you guys in the next one. That's it. Peace.